Welcome to Hops News, the trusted source in beer culture news. Here's your host, Jay Brew, with special guests, the Hoppy Mommy, Lucky, and Mash.
Hey, welcome to Hops News. Most of us are here tonight. Who you'll notice is missing is Lucky. He's probably out repossessing some beers that aren't paid for or some shit, collecting on dues that are owed. No, I got to give Lucky a hard time.
I need it now.
I got to give Lucky a hard time. I will tell you right now, there's about a half dozen people that you would rather owe than Lucky, and the IRS is definitely one of them. Lucky hooked us up with a great virtual tasting on Thursday. If you were a part of it, you know who I'm talking about with New Barons up there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And obviously I told Lucky he wanted to do it. He wanted to feature them for one of them. And I told Lucky, hey, man, you get it all together, let me know. I'll prepay you or pay you after you're done. Just shoot me the number, whatever it may be. I think Lucky sent me the final number on like Sunday night at like 11:30 my time. I mean, I was done. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock at the latest, I'm in bed. And before I woke up, he was harassing me at a comment that Mash had made talking about, can I get paid? I'm like, God damn, man, it ain't been 24 hours since I had the damn number and still ain't got this guy his money. He's about to send the agents down here beating on my door to collect. So it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke with all of us on this end now. So I guarantee you, if you tell Lucky you're going to pay him back, you better be prompt on that shit. So and it doesn't help that Lucky's only cash, I guess, app or, you know, other than cash currency that he uses is something called Cash App. Who the hell uses Cash App?
Like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I used it to pay for our stickers.
Yeah, I mean, I tried signing up for it, but it was my bank was blocking it because it's some terrorist activity or some shit like that through Cash App or something. But
you know, somebody today like requested money from me through Zelle, and I was like, "What the fuck is Zelle?"
Yeah,
like,
dude.
What happened to Venmo? Like, what? What is Zelle?
Zelle is what. I will tell you, there's a lot of guys that sell and buy firearms and ammunition that uses Zelle because they have like zero fucks to give. They don't care what you're using Zelle for. As long as it's cash, they'll take it and charge you fees. I haven't signed up for it either, but I've definitely heard about it.
I tried to use it. I just couldn't use it. It's weird.
Yeah.
And then he said only old people use PayPal. I used PayPal today.
Yeah.
No, I straight use PayPal too.
I use it
Weekly.
sometimes, yeah.
Weekly. At least.
Yo, we just paid that man today through PayPal.
Yeah, even the guy doing our logo that I was hoping to be able to show you guys on here.
PayPal.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to show you guys on here our new logo, but we're going to have to sick Lucky on him because he's got payment and hasn't dropped the files yet. So keep your eye out. We might have Lucky on the news beating on somebody's door collecting some payments and shit.
Slap my kids around in a second if they'll stop killing each other out there.
Let's go check in with Mash before he gets hauled off by the deputies. Mash.
Oh, man, I was about to go roll out there and, like, put the foot down. I don't know what's going on out there. All I hear is crying and mayhem. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. But it's good to be here. Now my son is crying. Well, I have a 5-year-old who's the size of an 8-year-old, and this man's getting punked by the 2-year-old. What is going on? Just want to say that.
That sounds about right.
Anyways, I'm drinking a massive 32-ounce Crowler by Hopkins Brewing Company. Shout out to Haley over there. She suggested this one. It's called Patchwork. And fun fact about Utah that I learned is that they do not let you take any beer over 5% to go. So you can like load up while you're there. They can't pour it for you apparently. So if they bring out like a beer, you have to like, I don't know. It was weird. And so this one's up to 5%. You'll see it on there. Super weird laws. I don't know what's going on out in Utah. Beautiful, beautiful place though. I went to 5 different breweries while I was there. Wasatch, Hopkins, Red Rock. Oh God, I forgot the other one. Saltfire and Roosters. So good time. And I kind of have a great fun story real quick. You know what? Never mind. My kid's just gonna have to cry. All I hear is my son crying for some reason in the background. He's just gonna have to let it
You can go in there and have a broken.
So I have to.
Honestly, I think things are going there.
Yeah,
like,
I have
what
to.
is happening?
I have to ask, Mash. I spent some time in Utah out to Dugway Proving Grounds. I spent about 2 months out there one summer in the Army. What the hell made you want to go to Utah?
Oh, dude, Salt Lake City. Okay, so Salt Lake City is gorgeous, like beautiful. All right, so we've always wanted. I mean, you got Zion, you got Moab, so the scenery is amazing. The people, not so much. This beer, to be honest with you, kind of just tastes like a Miller Lite, or it's not very good.
Whoa.
I'm kind of not enjoying this beer too much, to be honest with you.
Strongly.
But you know, it's fine. Utah, though, we went hiking at Antelope Island, which is like an island in the middle of the lake. You can actually swim in the lake. Apparently, you just got to shower really well afterwards, otherwise you'll smell bad. So we went
I
hiking,
think that's all lakes. Oh, he's.
and so we went hiking.
I think he
there.
said, "You better shut your fucking
They're
mouth."
at this man's at the door, like, I can't get the remote to work. Like,
Oh,
Like, what the
mystery
fuck?
solved.
I don't know, man. So, anyways, yeah, we hiked up in the mountains there. Gorgeous. Did Donut Falls. So Salt Lake is beautiful. The beer is actually good overall. This one maybe was a miss. I tried to get their coffee porter, but it would have gone flat, I guess. I don't know. So the beer there is good. Salt Lake, dope. The scenery, amazing. People, Salt Lake was kind of hipsterish, so that's my scene. I enjoyed that. And other than that, though, I mean, it was a good time. I gotta say, pretty good time. I do have a story. Before I forget, I found this funny. So there's a big drinking problem in the military, right? Especially in Okinawa, they're always in trouble. Well, I had a kid come up to me today. It was like, "Hey, what is the legal limit that they can breathalyze you at coming through the gate on base?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Well, in Okinawa, it was 0.03." And he goes, "I have a really good breathalyzer. I just need to know if it's 0.8 or 0.3." And I was like, "My dude, if you're having to breathalyze yourself before you drive on base, you probably shouldn't be driving. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on?" But this man, like, he spent time overseas, so usually he should have had 2 or 3 stripes. He only had 1 stripe on, which tells me this man has a breathalyzer because he's been into some trouble and probably shouldn't be drinking alcohol to begin with. So, great story there. And then another great story, Splenda. Shout out to Splenda. This episode on my behalf is dedicated to Splenda. They're sending your boy some swag. They mailed it today, and I'm getting some Splenda swag, which is, fuck you, Dunkin' Donuts. This is what you get. I'm easily bought and sold by other corporations.
All right, folks. Well, that's the episode. Been great chatting with you. Everybody have a good night. Cheers.
Maybe pour some Splenda in that crappy beer.
I'm going to put some Splenda in this crappy beer and hey, cheer. Hey, you know what?
Mash, you just gave the whole episode in 3 minutes.
Free swag. Guess what? I got thrown off, man. I got crying out there. It's like a war zone here. It's like, I don't know what's going on. There's like, I hear no, and I don't know. The life
Damn
of
kids
a
are
parent.
playing with his emotions.
I'm clearly neglecting my children to drink beer with you guys while they're on the other side of this door fighting it out. And you know what? The strongest survives. And guess what? That's just more money in my pocket at the end of the day.
It'd be great if you could like duct tape one of them to the chair behind you and like put a muzzle on them, that we just have something to watch during the episode to see how long it takes them to get out.
Which one? I bet you the 2-year-old's crafty. She's crafty. I got a feeling. Good feeling about that one.
That's pretty good. We could probably put some bets on that. That sounds like a good money game.
Yeah.
All right, Mash, hang in there. Hopefully it gets better for you during the episode. Drink a few more beers and you won't even care.
I'm gonna have to switch this beer up in a second. Oof.
Yeah. Let's go check in with Brew. How's things going in Illinois, Brew?
Going pretty well. It's definitely getting warmer here. It's not probably as warm. Well, definitely, obviously, it's not as warm as like the Florida heat I see in all of like Hoppy's photos. But it's getting warmer. I went downtown over the weekend and went to a load of breweries, like just loads. So like for anyone who's familiar with Chicago breweries, I went to I went to a place called Pilot Project, which is something of like a brewing coalition where a few different crowds brew. So I tried some new things there. I went to Revolution and Maplewood, two of which are like strong Chicago breweries. I went to Ravinia Brew, which is new in Chicago. I tried to go to Metropolitan, if you guys have had them, but their line was out the door. So I quickly bailed on that. And then I ended at that Empirical place I mentioned a lot, which is just always a favorite of mine. I was so disappointed though, because I might have mentioned before that I like going there because they're right next to the train station. And the Metro line in the Chicago area allows you to drink for some reason on the train. I don't know why, but it's great. So like I like to stop and get train beers whenever I can. But as soon as I got on the train with like my bags full of beer, they announced that they weren't allowing alcohol this weekend because it was a holiday weekend.
Oh, that's
So
lame.
I know
They
used to only
weren't?
do this- They used to only do this on St. Patrick's Day, which I got because that is a sloppy mess in Chicago. So like I really understood that. But Memorial Day, I feel like, is a bit tamer. So I'm not entirely sure how this got thrown under the bus. So I was a bit disappointed. Otherwise, I found an old article I wrote for you guys like a year ago and decided not to put online because the event that I mentioned in it was canceled for COVID reasons. But I recently discovered it in like my Google Drive, so I re-edited that, and now I have an easy article to upload sometime soon. So I'm very pleased
Nice.
with how that turned out. Yeah, I'm delighted.
And Wild Bill recently got our website back up and running for us. So shout out to Wild Bill. We appreciate your work with that because that is something that had us all a little bit worried. It's like, man, what happened? Somebody pulled the plug on hopsnews.beer and it was gone.
Right,
Yeah.
especially after we lost stuff last time.
All right. Yeah, like I went online to go look because I was editing my resume this week. So I was like, I should throw some things on there. And it was just down. And then I thought maybe it was just my computer, so I went back like an hour later. No, still down. So I'm glad it's back up.
Somebody hit us with some ransomware, but we told them to fuck off.
Did we send Lucky after him to get the website back up or what?
Must have.
Yeah, we sent Lucky to their door to collect.
Guess what? Dues are owed. Time to pay up, brother.
That's great. He's missing out on all the fun that we're making of him tonight.
Yeah, he is really missing out tonight.
It's like the little brother that you didn't know you had, that you just got to punk sometimes.
Yeah, the youngest
That makes
brother that you
sense.
hold from like a distance with your hand, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's
Yeah.
always calling us old, so it's only
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, it's only fair.
Only old people do this. Well, you know what, bud? You're only 5 years younger than me, so you're not that
Well-
far behind.
No.
I'll never forget his reaction though. You guys had a Tuesday show and it was my birthday and I wasn't on it. And you guys were like, "Oh, I wonder how old Hoppy is." And my mom's on there. She's like, "She's 37 today." And I was like, "Thanks, Mom." And then the look on Lucky's face, he goes, "Whoa!" Like, thanks.
Holding
Thanks,
nothing
Mom.
back.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mom.
I
Yeah.
know she really called me out there.
Well, Brew, it sounds like you're getting around to some of the breweries up there. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the writings that I'm sure you're probably working on them and hearing more about those experiences for sure. And I think we might even be able to get a package from you if I remember the chat. So
Yeah.
looking forward to
I'm-
that.
Does this mean you're going to be around in October since you're updating your resume?
I mean, it's one of those things where like my family keeps on asking me what my plans are, and every time I have the same reaction where I kind of just like, nah,
Oh, I'm being as bad as your parent.
no, you're doing fine. It's just that I genuinely have no answer, and like I have this like soft date of when I should probably have a job and be doing something, but like chances are that's not going to happen. So I might be around in October, like.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'll see you in Chicago in October then.
And like I have so many weird bar crawls that I can take you on and that no one appreciates. So like I need to show someone them. So like I
It's
might
gonna be me
around.
and my heterosexual life mate Josh.
Excellent.
And we're going for the Packers game, and so we will Definitely need all the bar crawls because we're gonna have to watch Jordan Love sling footballs because Aaron Rodgers is probably leaving.
I mean, like, as usual, I understood none of that, but I can help you with the beer. So
Perfect. That's all
yeah,
we need.
and like honestly, October is one of the best times to come to Chicago because like, I mean, I like the heat, but I understand a lot of people don't.
I hate
So like
the heat.
October is like, yeah, see, like that's
It's
the time for you to
101
come
degrees
then.
here.
Is
I
it
mean,
cold
that is
in
a lot.
October? It's got to be cold, right?
It's a bit cold, yeah. Like the downside is that October we often get snow and sleet.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
So like,
October's the best. No, October's the best month of year. I'll hear nothing else. First of all, my birthday's the 15th, and it means nothing because I'm old now. However, Halloween, and you get to do all the spooky
Yeah.
stuff, and then you get to load up on Reese's pumpkins.
yes. Oh my God. Wait, no, I have a lot to say about this
Hell
because the
yeah.
Reese's pumpkins are the best Reese's.
They just have
And-
such
Yes,
good
they
chocolate
are.
to peanut butter ratio.
It's so good. But in like Germany and Ireland, they have the other holiday Reese's things, but not Halloween. And
Those
it really
ones are
pisses me
good.
off. Yeah, it's like you have a Christmas tree, but not the pumpkin.
This is why America's number one.
It honestly drives me unnecessarily insane because every year on Halloween, it's like, will they be here? It's time, and they're not here.
Do they get the pumpkins though, like the little orange ones that taste kind of like candy corn? Do they get those? Do they get candy corn?
That's a good question. I feel like they don't.
It's like such a bad thing for you. It's just absolute garbage. So
It
I
is
feel like it's
nonsense.
probably only legal in the States.
I feel like they must not have that because, like, I'm not a candy corn fan. So I feel like if I saw it, I would have like scoffed at it by now.
Right. I feel like
So-
candy corn, I'll have one and I'm like, yum, and I have two and I'm like, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah, like they're just a bad
fine
thing, and
line.
that's always the candy my grandmother had, which was so weird because she didn't really like any. She never had sugary things ever, but for some reason that made the cut. Like of all the options, she allowed that. It made no sense.
I went to Chicago once in April and I had to like borrow a jacket from a friend.
Oh, April's a bad
It's,
time to
like,
come.
so cold.
It is a miserable time. Like my birthday's in April, and every year around my birthday, I always think like, oh yeah, maybe we'll get spring like weather, like nice spring days, but not. It's almost always icy. Like it's usually horrible and like not safe to drive or something. Is usually like
Right.
the standards. It's not a good time to come.
Someone told me like you need to pack warm clothes. I was confused because it was April. I thought by April everywhere was getting warmer.
Yeah, no,
That
we
was
don't
when
really
I was
do
younger, I didn't
spring.
travel much.
I will say that my daughter's also born in October, and I messed up when planning to go see a Packers game because I accidentally was like, "Hey, what about October 3rd? I want to go see that," and that's her birthday, so that's on. That one was on me. I'm not the best sometimes, and I apologize.
That's
She's
fine.
gonna grow up having dad issues before she even had a chance. Poor child. Because I'm just the worst.
Yeah.
This is a bad episode for your like parenting skills. We've heard a lot about you as a dad today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be a shining moment, that's for sure. Hopefully Duncan's not watching because they won't want a spokesperson of matches.
Well, maybe that's why I love Dunkin' Donuts so much because they're like, they abandoned me, and I'm also just clearly forgetting because I'm just, I don't know, the worst. That is a nice can.
Oh, this is one of the best beers I've had in ages, actually. I meant to mention it earlier and then got like taken away with my rage of no train beers, apparently. It's called
Your
Gentle
range is
Breeze.
very calm. Sorry. You have a very calm range.
Happy to hear it. This is called Gentle Breeze. It's from Pipeworks, which I've had, I think, nearly
heard of them.
every call we've been on. They're just, I didn't really pay attention to them before, and I was wrong because they have dynamite, interesting beers all the time. And this one is a saison with lavender smoked malt, peaches, lemons, and lavender, and it's really nice. Like I'm gonna try and track this down because I need to find it again. It's just so good and so interesting.
Yeah, your rage is like a gentle breeze. I would have definitely thrown some F-bombs in there if I was raging.
I don't know. I can see like how red my face is getting. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like when I get stressed or like annoyed about something, I just turn red. And like I can see it in the screen now. It's not great.
Well, Bree, you sure don't have to complain about your internet connection, nor your sound, or any of that good stuff tonight, because you're spectacular tonight. We appreciate that effort.
Just wonderful.
Thank you, guys. I'm thrilled. I did hear my mom just arrive back, which was ahead of schedule. So we'll see. Like, I was really banking on her not coming and using the Wi-Fi. So we'll see how
Mom,
it goes.
Go out of here.
Maybe she'll come in
Mom,
crying that
I'm on
she
the
can't
internet.
get her
Don't use the
remote to work.
phone.
Like, Mom,
Well,
I'm
that
busy.
was a very 90s thing.
I know.
Yeah. All right, let's go check in with Hoppy down there in Orlando, Florida. Hoppy, what's the gold bond status in Florida today?
When I went up
Hot.
to Target, it was 91 degrees.
Ew,
Holy
it's hotter, It's
fuck.
hotter here than it is there, though. It's literally 100 degrees here.
But you have a dry heat. We have a humidity heat. I don't know which is worse, honestly.
Gross.
You might need more gold bonds and humidity.
I'll be honest with you. My balls can't tell the difference.
Okay. So then Matt has a higher gold bond status today.
Heat is heat. If it's 90 degrees, it may as well be 120.
Anything over 70 might as well be 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I can't. That's freezing. So speaking of feeling the heat, my beer
Oh my god.
is the Big Three.
Oh,
Look at that. You got
shit.
Wade, you got Bosch. Wait, that's LeBron. Bosch is on the other side.
I'm surprised LeBron
And
didn't just walk off that
Bosch.
can on you.
Okay, so you commented on that, but that was what I was talking about. That's the kind of player he is. That's why
I
he's
know.
not
I've never
consistent.
denied this.
Oh, we need to go back to our episode of when we were on Unexpected Pod because it seemed like you were defending him a little bit. Keith.
No, I'm saying that he went like they needed LeBron to win that championship, but he still sucks as a leader.
They did need him, but he definitely did not hand it to Miami.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
Bullshit. Ray Allen.
okay.
Fucking stunk
Go watch
that
some
three
basketball,
Speaking of
buddy.
that
speaking of
one game
Miami,
in the finals, which is why we won. And gotta love it's Miami Wade County, motherfucker.
Haven't done anything since.
speaking of Miami, where are they at in the playoffs so far this year?
On the bench.
You're
They're at home. They're on the
hilarious.
golf course, actually.
Yeah, they're on the golf course.
They were the first team to get bounced.
Hey, if
Oh,
Lucky's
Lucky
not
tagged
on
me
here,
right away.
if Lucky's not on here to take digs, I gotta make up for it.
Well, he tagged me right away, and I actually responded. I had just gotten these cans. I responded right away with, "Well, this is calming the heat, the blow." But Lucky dropped the ball, no pun intended, because last year we made a bet, and the Heat beat the Bucks. This year he never set up any sort of bet, so he
He
didn't
was
actually win
scared.
anything.
He was scared.
Yeah, he was a little bit nervous.
So, rightfully.
Well, you
so,
know, if Lucky
or
makes a
not.
bet, he's losing, so that's probably why.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why the Bucks won then. But not only did they win, we got swept. Not even a gentleman's sweep. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
There was a minute on
Jimmy
Saturday
Butler
that it
said he
looked
was
like
about
they
to go
were-
off, and ooh.
It wasn't good. Well, I was like at a pool party on Saturday, and they had the game on, and it was like, "How's it looking?" It was like, do I even get out of the pool to go watch this? Do I want to watch them just get swept completely?
Nah.
But this beer is really good. It's a triple
Nah.
IPA, and it's fantastic. I've mentioned Three Sons before. They're in Dania Beach, which is basically between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. They have amazing beer and really good pizza, so it's a great place to stop. It's only a block from the beach, so if you're in the area by Hollywood Beach, definitely check them out.
Nice. I didn't say what I was drinking. We'll go back here real quick. It's good when you have a son that's of age and walks in the door with a bottle of
Hell
Hibiki.
yeah.
Ooh.
Jay's going to literally
whiskey,
fall off
so-
his deck tonight.
It might be a rough night. If you see me
that
on
snake that's hanging out under your deck.
if you see me hanging out on this rail back here, just let me know. Text me, call me, maybe message my wife and tell her to get my ass off the deck. So
Somebody
Jay-
send help.
somebody send the cops to get his ass off the deck before he falls.
Man.
It's a hell of a drop too. I'd definitely break a leg or a fucking hip or something. So mine is a Biki with another cigar. I've got to enjoy the cigar with it. It was perfect timing when you walked in with the door with this one. So it's gonna be a good night tonight. Things might get a little loose. The production value might drop drastically after this glass of this heavy pour that he poured. So stick around and see how that shit show turns out.
I mean, like, it'd be better than last week's episode. Like, whatever
We're
you put
not
out today,
echoing,
is
right?
doing
We're sounding good.
It's a good question. Are we echoing?
Yeah. Do we
Nobody's
have a
yelled at us
report?
about the echo yet, so I think we're
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
Well, I wanted to go back and listen to hear us all talking over each other, and I never did. I should do that. I just saw my hair was sticking up in the camera.
I don't know if I can face
Oh,
an
God,
episode
not your
where I'm
hair.
like the majority talking. Like, I think I'm better off not listening to like one where I talk that much.
Uh,
So do we have a report from anybody? Is the audio good tonight? We echoing? Can they even
How we
hear us?
sounding out there, Micah or anybody? Bueller?
Is there anybody even watching or listening tonight?
Fuck,
Yeah,
we got
my
Yeah, what are
mom
the
hasn't
numbers?
said anything, and she's watching, so we should
Ah,
be good.
you know what?
Mike
Yeah,
is
your mom's
doing
usually the
it.
first to yell at us, and I respect her for
Yeah,
it.
that's
so we're
really good. Man, I have to say, I'm not usually, I'm not a big Japanese whiskey fan, but that shit is pretty right on. How much was it a bottle, buddy? God damn, no wonder it was
80?
so good. $80.
Lord.
That's a fucking baller
Hey, we
right
sound
there.
good. Micah said we sound good.
Nice. I think Mike is a bourbon whiskey drinker. We actually talked about that in the chat here this past week, doing a bourbon trail tour of Hops News in the Kentucky and Tennessee area. So I think that would be pretty damn cool if we ever put something like that on. I'm sure it'd be fun.
A good
Who's
bourbon,
carrying
man.
me back to the hotel?
We should do it for like our 2-year anniversary or something.
Yeah.
It just reminded me I didn't take my vitamins.
Oh shit!
I'm
Speaking
trying
of
not to
that,
drink too much. I got basketball practice tomorrow. I don't want to die more than I'm already gonna die.
I think we do still have the code on there for happy hour vitamins. Hops News.
Is it down to 20% now? I remember the message.
I don't remember, but there's something off of it. Take advantage of that for sure. And I'd be amiss not to mention, anybody got a Hop Barons can handy? I know we still have a discount code on Hop Barons, or not Hop
got you.
Barons. Yeah,
Give me
Hop
2
Barons barbecue rub. So that's still on. The happy hour vitamins are still on. We are very close to the Hop Baron and Bottle Share Hops News collaboration of the brine that they have coming out that is absolutely phenomenal. Great cooking stuff if you guys are interested. There's a special package coming out that's going to have there we go, Hop Barons. Those guys
I use
are
this on my eggs every day.
Yep, those guys are putting together a package that's going to benefit Bottle Share. So stay tuned with that. I think that's coming out here very soon. And Hop Barons has also started bulk, allowing you to buy bulk orders of a pound or greater. So
Oh yeah.
hey, you can't beat it with the Hops News promo. No reason not to try it, especially if you're a smoking meats kind of guy.
Absolutely. And Bottle Share too. It benefits Bottle Share, who's doing really great things. They just had a beer come out with Firemaker Brewing called Bad Beaches Only. It's got salt, lime, and hibiscus.
Thank you.
Ooh.
So if you're able to get your hands on that, I know that Firemaker's in Georgia, so I don't know if they're distributing it outside of Georgia. I'm not, I know the laws are a little finicky, but if you're in Georgia, get your hands on that.
Do you know, since you're an inside man now, are they going to do any other distribution outside of Georgia?
I don't know for that, to be honest. I haven't seen anything in regards to that, but I know that there are some other really big collaborations coming down the pipe, like Monday Night Brewing, and that one will probably be distributed outside of Georgia since they're such a big brewery.
Yeah, we get lots of their beer, but we did get the Mobcraft one at Total Wine. I was very surprised, so I was hoping that was going to mean we were going to get all of them, but
Yeah. I think
never
Georgia, the
got
way their
Gimme
laws
Sugar.
are, so who knows?
they have weird beer laws. Very
Do
weird
they?
beer laws.
Yeah,
I think
like
they've just changed some of them. But I had been to Georgia a couple times, especially when we would drive to North Carolina. We would often stay a night there, and we wouldn't go to the breweries because you would have to schedule a tour to visit the brewery.
Yeah.
And like we would have the kids with us, and and then they would only be
Oh.
open from like 4 to 6 or something, like certain days a week. I think they changed a lot of that.
Yeah, they've had to
Oh,
change it because Pontoon
this
wasn't that
reminds me.
way. You could walk into Pontoon and buy a beer, drink it on location. So I think that a lot of that has changed. Yeah.
Okay.
Utah
But it
had
used to
a
be pretty
weird
crazy.
law that so the brewery we went to it was Friday. It opened at 11, and but it was it was brewery and they served food. But I asked to buy a beer. It was 11:15, and she was like, "We don't serve beer till 11:30," and I'm like, "Wait, your brewery opens at 11, but you can't serve beer till 11:30? Like, what kind of backwards ass law is that?"
Hops Baron still has 25% off. I just used it.
Nice. What'd
What
you
about
buy?
happy hour?
I think Happy Hour ended in May. Give me a minute and I will pull that up.
I know that
Well,
he
when I was in
messaged us.
Utah back in God, Josh and I weren't even together. I went with my ex
Holy shit, that doesn't count. That don't count.
And they didn't have any alcohol at the grocery store. And well, so long ago, I was asking the guy at the grocery store where the wine was, and he's like, "There's no wine here. Welcome to Utah." And then when we went out to dinner, I had to like join a club and fill something out to become a member of that restaurant to order a glass of wine.
Whoa.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they've gotten more lenient since then.
Are you talking
So-
Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Right.
they used to. When we were there, it was kind of crazy. We picked up a newspaper, like a daily newspaper, and this is back in the VCR, VHS days. They would publish the names of people that rented pornographic movies
What?
in the local newspaper. Man, that was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. In their local newspaper and they had all kinds of lists like that. People that were buying shit, they would list their names and just crazy stuff like
What?
that. Yeah, oh yeah,
They know that's gonna happen, and they're still doing it. You know, they're
Hell
just
yeah.
like, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Real quick. So according to the message, Happy Hour is saying June do a 20% off promo code using Hops News. So give it a whirl.
Awesome. Matter of fact, I'm going to go order some Hot Barons right now myself as well because I need some of that coffee rub again.
Oh my God, that's what
I
I've been
got the-
missing out right there.
I'm buying the bulk coffee rub right now.
Shit, you better not buy it before it better not be gone.
I'm gonna buy all of it.
Bitch better not have
Everybody
bought the other coffee
run.
rub.
I haven't hit submit yet. Oh, email.
Ain't-
Now we're going
Spices
to be
and
silent
bulk?
for the next 5 minutes because we're all
Spices
buying
and
spices and vitamins.
Right on.
Everybody's
Spices
ordering
and bulk.
shit.
But it's proof that, like, because you see a lot of people on Instagram and whatnot that like they're getting this stuff for free. It's like, no, we're pushing this stuff because we
We're
love it.
paying
buy
for
it.
it.
We're
Like,
actually
we're
buying it.
buying this
Yeah.
stuff, and
Right.
it's delicious though. I honest to God, I use it every day. It's it's just so good.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Eating out of it.
Yeah, if you do any grilling or any cooking really that you use spices, check it out, man. It is absolutely a phenomenal product. I think I said it before. I'm kind of a rub snob, much more than I am a beer snob. And this stuff is phenomenal. I'm ordering 2 pounds of it right now. So we'll see what the Hops News. I'll tell you what the Hops News code is going to do here in a minute.
Look, it takes off $5. So if you order one at $20, 25%, it's going to take $5 up. So basically, you get free shipping if you buy the bag. It's free shipping essentially. You
Nice.
can't beat
And-
free shipping, man.
No, I
Happy
can't
Hour
be mad.
Vitamins promo code is still good too.
Look at that. Look, Hops News is making money moves. And it's a shame that Dunkin' Donuts is sleeping on us. It's a real shame.
Making money moves.
They have new merch coming out tomorrow, but they need somebody to model
You should
it.
not buy it out of protest.
I'm not buying
No,
it. No, hell
Definitely
no.
don't buy it.
I'm not buying it because this also reminds me. I got another story. Sorry guys, I got a lot of stories today. I
Is it
apologize.
all about how your life got flipped, turned upside down?
No. So my sister works at a Dunkin' Donuts in Billerica, Massachusetts. And so every Dunkin' Donuts is franchised. Apparently, I FaceTimed my mom this morning and she was like, yeah, I talked to your sister's boss who owns the restaurant or the Dunkin' Donuts. They're going to put my picture up in the suit and stuff inside their Dunkin' Donuts.
It's
And then
gonna
he
say,
was
"Do
like,
not serve this man."
well, then he was like, I don't understand
Refusing
why.
service.
Well, it's crazy. He was like, I don't understand why they aren't giving you at least a year free of coffee. And I was like, motherfucker, you can give me a free year's worth.
Yeah.
Of coffee. You run this store. Like, where are you stepping in? Like, where put my picture up and then you send me some coffee. Like, don't just no.
Let's solve this.
Like, come on, my man. Like, we got to open.
Right, we
let's
can
talk.
solve this right
Yeah.
now.
This could all be
Exactly.
water under the bridge, right?
Like one Zoom
now.
call, we can have this sorted. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think they're
telling
just
you.
having fun toying with you. They're like, "Oh, we're just gonna dangle this Instagram post." and he's
Oh,
also
it's
gonna
got to
have
be a
first
game at
picture
this
on it."
point, right? Like they've got that their social media person either sucks at their job or like they just do not care. They get paid bank to wake up, post a
Mm.
picture, and go back to bed.
Yeah, I said it in the chat. Can look at what they're doing with MASH. I mean, not even a simple, hey, we'll send you a mug type of relationship. But can you
Freaking mug,
imagine,
dude? Like, come on.
yeah, can you imagine being a franchisee of that corporation? That's got to be. I can't imagine what they have to go through with dealing with shit
Man,
like
they
that.
probably
But
nickel and dime the shit out of those franchises.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Like, Big Duncan ain't got no mercy in their soul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start Duncan doesn't support the troops. And see
You
how
know
they like
what? Fuck it. I'm going to send MASH a bag of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. If they're not going to do it, I'm going to do it because that fucking support is pretty legit.
I'll play dirty. I'm gonna start the hashtag Duncan does not support the troops and see how they like it
Oh
up
my
there.
God.
How do you like me now, social media guy? I could play dirty too.
Yeah. I
You
guarantee
know he's
They're gonna
It-
get
guaranteed.
that'll be some shit if they're listening to this episode to see if they want to sponsor you, and then they're like,
Oh yeah.
big
Better
old
not.
desist on my hands from that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "You better shut up, or I'll drown your ass in coffee." Threaten me
that's
with a good
awesome.
time.
I need
Start
to.
tagging Starbucks every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the food line and pick you up a bag of Dunkin' Donuts coffee, MASH. I'll get it to you.
It's just ridiculous. No, I wonder if I start tagging Starbucks, if maybe they'd be more apt. Because all I did was like, I tagged Splenda and I was like, hey, Splenda, Dunkin' Donuts, Splenda didn't even hesitate. And then they're like, hey, we'll send you a free shirt. DM me. I DM'd him and he was like, what size? What's your address? And then he said, all right, done.
Damn.
Well, because what was it?
And that's
Another
that.
podcast commented on Matt's picture on Duncan and was like, "Oh man, I wish I could get a Splenda onesie or
Because
something."
Splenda
And
commented like, this is
responded.
amazing. And the dude
Yeah.
that I know, Tim, he was like, yo, Splenda, I'll rock one of your suits. And they're like, too bad we don't have one, but we'd be down to send you like free swag on Dunkin' Donuts post. And I was like, this is the ultimate disrespect right now. And
But I
then,
feel like they were burning Duncan, not you.
yeah, like 3 days later, he's posting pictures and he's got a card that says, Dear Tim, sorry we don't have any jumpsuits or anything, but enjoy that. He got a mug, he got like 4 shirts, a mask. And I'm like, damn, dude.
Man, how would you like to have that job of just making people's day for a brand?
Yeah.
I mean, how sweet would that be, knowing that, every card you send out, every gift card, every fucking mug or bag of coffee that you send out the door, when that hits somebody's door, they're going to be like, holy shit, I got it.
It's just, it's just
I need
crazy.
a job like that.
It's crazy.
I like my mom's hashtag. Switch to Starbucks.
I might start tagging Starbucks. But
Maybe come fall.
speaking of
Pumpkin spice
maybe,
comes out. Ooh, is that prairie? What was that? That artwork was pretty.
maybe.
Oh, I actually had it last week, so I'm doubling back. But it's a
Oh,
Three Floyds
how
beer. It's
dare
a
you.
Oh, you can.
it's like a
almost-
Berliner Weiss with peach, and it is delightful.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, now I.
Oh
see.
yeah, it's a great label actually. I'm so bad
Is
at
it like
this.
a
My
video game?
God. Yeah, it's called Town Center, so I think it's supposed to be some sort of like like-
Nice.
maybe it's referencing something that I'm just not aware of. That's probably the most likely reason here.
That happens sometimes.
Hmm.
I saw
Yeah.
somebody posted a picture with a TARDIS, and I got angry because there was no reference of a TARDIS in the beer post.
Oh right, sure. Oh my God, why can't I figure out the mirroring
that
effect
looks
here?
like that game. It was like a game.
A game show.
In the boxes, maybe Hollywood Square or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah. It's called oh, sorry, it's called Center Square. I think I said something
Oh, so
different
then
there.
it maybe it's Hollywood Square.
Yeah, we're gonna run with that. You clearly know better than I do because I have no idea.
I feel like that was a game, like a game show in the 90s or something.
What's wrong?
I honestly have no idea.
Is he being
It's
wild?
really nice though.
Damn. What do we got here? Oh shit, we got puppies.
Yeah,
We got
this is what we
puppies.
were waiting for.
We got puppy updates. This thing is getting to
Oh
be.
wow!
Wait, was that your son? He's bringing you liquor and puppies?
Yep.
Yo, what
liquor
the
and
hell?
puppies.
My kid just brings me sad.
This is the newest member of the family. He's getting comfortable now and getting wild. So that was our reason for our trip to Georgia.
Dang.
Oh, it's so
Damn.
lovely.
What a beautiful dog. What a beautiful.
You got
You're that
puppy
every
and it's
meme.
fun, too.
The dad doesn't want the dog, but then 2 days later they're just snuggled with that dog and they're best.
Look at my dog.
Hey, every
Look at
morning,
it.
every morning
Everybody
between
stop.
4 and 5, I'm the one that takes him out piss, and then we hang out on the couch and drink coffee.
Man, that is
That's all I want. Maybe not between 4 and 5, 10 and 11.
10 and
But
11.
yes.
Yeah,
like
it's not
That's the
not by
that's the
purpose.
thing.
It's just when somebody, obviously, when a puppy, when you wake up in the house, you got a new puppy. The first sound they hear, they're just fucking off the wall. They got to get out of the
Oh,
crate and go to the bathroom. So I'm always the first one up in the morning, and it ends up being me that's dealing with him and then taking him piss and cuddling on the couch. He lays there. I've got a couple of pictures. I haven't posted any of them yet, but he'll just roll over on his back, and then I got to rub his belly for 30 minutes while I drink a cup of coffee. So he'll be like a best friend. The family hates it because he'll be the one that I'm the one that he'll be attached to the most. Before the end of it. It's happened to all of our dogs and cats, but yeah, it's.
Guess they should wake up at 4 a.m. and take his ass out and enjoy.
That's what I'm
coffee with him.
saying. The first ones to feed him in the day are usually who they like the most. So
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
beat me to the punch.
Speaking of free stuff, by the way, did you guys happen to see that Budweiser is promising free beer for if America hits 70% vaccination rate of at least one dose of the COVID vaccine? Right now we're at 52%. July
Mash,
4th.
I sent you the message when you said that to us. File that shit away and shit that'll never happen.
Oh, it'll never happen. It won't happen. But, free beer, for everybody, if we hit 70% vaccination rate of at least one dose, go get your first dose. Like, worst case scenario, you go an extra limb to help you out around the house. Best case scenario, you get free Budweiser, man. Come on. Like,
I feel
you would
like
have
free
thought.
Budweiser is worst case
No,
scenario.
you would think that like every hillbilly redneck in like Kentucky and West Virginia would be all on this shit because they need something to drink while they burn their couch. But apparently not.
Tempting as fuck, right?
Look, the government's already tracking you. You have a cell phone. So like just go out and get vaccinated. Like there you go. You get free beer. Look, you can bring this free beer to your NASCAR races. Just saying.
West Virginia's giving away guns
Hey,
Look,
on Father's
Guns
Day.
and beer.
for
Guns
vaccinations
and
moving.
beer.
America.
Come on, nothing does not get more
Welcome.
American than that. We're giving away guns and beer. Why are we not lining up by the masses for this right now?
wait a minute. Anybody got the details on the guns?
Yeah, does anybody?
You know, I will look it up more. So it came up on my Alexa, and so I was like, "What?" So I clicked it and I listened to
Alexa's
it real quick.
always
But I will
listening.
find. Oh, I just said her name too.
She's like, what?
I'll Google
What,
it.
Mel?
Yes, Hoppy?
That
Yes. What can I do
that
for you?
bitch is worse than a vindictive girlfriend.
I'm always listening. Who are you talking to over there? She wasn't me.
Always watching. I was
Bitch,
organizing a
can't even
gun
get it
giveaway
right.
to convince people to get their COVID jabs.
Dude, get
This
your
is a hell of a
jabs.
line.
Get
That
your
is the
jabs.
line.
Do your
West
dabs.
Virginia is organizing a gun giveaway to convince people to get their COVID jabs.
Well,
A total
Strong
of 10
headline,
guns will
yeah.
be given away through a series of lucky draws organized by the state in a bid to get more of its residents vaccinated. So you do not get a gun just for getting vaccinated. You get entered into a lottery to win
What?
a gun, and they will be
Hmm.
telling you who won. On
you're going to win
Father's
that
Day.
lottery because all of 4 people that can read in West Virginia are going to be all about that shit.
5 hunting rifles.
Strong opinions tonight, Mash. My God.
Oh,
Make a
I
live in
have
West
fam-
Virginia. Calm
My,
yourself.
no, hold on. My family. I have family in Wheeling, West Virginia. Don't worry. This is cool. Like my biological family lives in Wheeling, West Virginia, and it's nothing but desolate sadness, coal mines, and more sadness, and also, more sadness.
The
Well,
West
Ohio-
Virginia tourism industry is going to like blacklist us. Like, we're going to be bashed.
What tourism? And oh God, they're gonna keep me out of the hills have eyes. Like, all right.
So Ohio and Maryland are doing lotteries, like million-dollar lotteries, and New York's giving out full college scholarships. And West
Oh,
Virginia
shit.
What?
Come get educated. West Virginia's like, hey, drop your teeth. Come here and get guns, brother.
I want tuition. Come on. Where is that?
Where's
Like
my
10 years
where's my
ago.
student loans
Oh, and
getting
then it
paid
goes
off?
into gun injuries.
Huh.
Look,
I remember about probably about 20 years ago, we went to a Hooters in Charleston, West Virginia. Holy fuck.
oh, man, you could count the teeth on one hand, I bet, huh?
Guaranteed. But what you couldn't count on one hand is how many of the waitresses were pregnant.
At Hooters?
By their
Yes.
brothers.
By the manager.
The manager who's also
At
their
Hooters.
brother.
Oh.
Yeah. It was pretty it was a pretty remarkable experience that I never relived again. So that was most of them were barefoot. There was a couple flip-flops.
Barefoot, pregnant, all named
At
Mary
Hooters.
Beth.
How Jesus intended.
Yeah.
Oh,
How Jesus intended.
this is God's country.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting experience. It
Oh
was
I've spent 6 months living in West Virginia, and Jesus, we went to a strip club once in Wheeling, West Virginia. Right?
oh
There's a
shit.
fucking midget stripper even at that.
Oh.
She
You go
was
there
the
for-
main attraction, dude.
For like military, right? Like basic training or whatever when you
No,
first joined the military.
Basic training's in San Antonio, Texas. I would just went there because my family moved there, and so I spent 6
Oh.
months helping them out there before I moved back. And I worked at a hardware store, and this dude would come in. He was like, "You got to see this midget stripper, man." So he went down to the strip club one night, and there was a midget. Sure enough, there was a midget
I
stripper
don't
there.
think you're
at the
allowed to
strip
use
club.
that word anymore, though. It's.
I
a
don't
word.
know. Well, okay, I guess I'm getting blacklisted from West Virginia. Oh,
So what do you
no.
call him now?
God.
Little person.
There was a
Yeah, I
little
think that
stripper.
is. Yeah.
There was a toddler stripping, basically, because she's the size of the
Oh
ball.
well, now that's a whole other ballpark. Of wrong.
Wait a minute. My daughter is a little person.
No, your daughter's a mid. No, we're talking
No,
like,
she's not.
a dwarf. Do we call them
Like
dwarfs?
she was like the height of my 17-year-old. She is not a midget.
Look, she
or
was
a
all
little
3'5", and she was greased up on the pole. Okay.
Yeah. Was there donkeys involved?
No, but actually, I do have a
Then that
friend
would
who's
be
obsessed with
interspecies erotica.
little people porn. For some reason, he's obsessed with this, and it's the most hilarious thing on earth.
Wasn't that a movie where he had like he wanted to hit every disability?
That's
Oh
a movie.
God, that's what?
It was a movie. Yes.
That
Yes.
had to
there
be
was a
made in like
movie.
1997 because there's no way that could be made
He
now.
wanted to.
Yeah,
no,
that's even a very specific
You can't just
movie.
do that. That's what
I'm
kind
gonna
of
find the
movies are?
movie.
What
like he
movies are
wanted
you
to-
watching? I'm turning
do-
off your HBO subscription.
Like a blind person. And
Mash, you need to get
it's a
your
blind person.
you need to get your buddy on Feeling Lucky. He would fit in with a good episode there.
You know, the military brings some really far out there people together. Let me tell you, and great guy. He's actually from Michigan, living in Michigan right now, and he is very much into little people. Hey, you know what? Everybody needs some love. I got no hate about that. Do your thing, my friend. Do your thing.
Well, if you're living in Michigan in the wintertime, you'll
It's huge in those hands.
take anything to keep you warm.
I'm at a Burger King commercial.
It
Do anything
was,
to keep you
wasn't
warm.
it?
I don't know.
Huge
Bigger,
hands.
look bigger,
I honestly
yes,
thought
look
Jay
bigger.
was
Yeah.
the one. I was like, man, Jay's over here token. All right.
Yeah, this call took like a very distinct turn when it turned to like marijuana show.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that looked really good.
that was cool.
All right,
I
I'll
wish I
throw
was
out
cool.
some random beer news. So Dogfish Brewing did open up in Miami in the Wynwood area. It
We're
replaced
saved.
Concrete Beach Brewing. Which Concrete Beach, I loved the actual brewery. Is like a really nice like ambiance kind of thing, and it's the most kid-friendly brewery in that area. But the beer was hit or miss. But they were owned by Sam Adams, which is why I guess they just decided to turn it into Dogfish. Well, I don't advocate for Dogfish, and I'm not technically allowed to drink their beer because my mom and dad both tell me no because
Your
they tried
mom's
to
watching.
Florida Keys Brewing, and I know mom, but I do want to stop in there one day and buy like one beer just to check it out. I have not.
Ooh,
bought
I'm telling your mom on you.
Maybe I bought one. I checked in a Dogfish beer like a year and a half ago because it was in a friend's fridge and it was like that or like Land Shark, and I posted on Untapped. I'm sorry, mom. My dad's not on Untapped, or I would have said I'm sorry, dad too. But a lot of places in the Keys won't carry their beer anymore because of what they did to Florida Keys Brewing.
Really? Okay.
So, well, they sent them basically like a nasty cease and desist to stop selling. I know I've told the story before, but it was a while ago. They had a beer called Hogfish Amber, which a hogfish is a fish, whereas a dogfish is a shark. Anybody who's in the Keys is not going to confuse those two, and the label is very much so not a shark at all. It is a hogfish. And they sent them a cease and desist, and they said, look, you may win in court, but we have more money than you, and you can't afford to fight it. So now it's called
What?
Spearfish Amber Ale. So, yeah. When they
All right.
first got a letter from Sam Caglione or Dogfish, they were all like excited, and then they read it and were like, oh, well, that sucks.
Oh my gosh, we're recognized. Oh wow, he's in.
Whereas 90 Minute
He's
is
an
served
asshole.
all over. You used to be able to find 90 Minute all over the Keys. Like when I was in Key Largo, that was like a go-to at any restaurant. You know, if they only had one craft option, that was going to be it. And a lot of places stopped carrying them. And I'm sure, Mom, if you're in the chat,
Good.
if there's anything else I need, because my mom
She
and
called you a sellout.
Well, there's the extra information. I was going to say chime in with more information, Mom. There it is.
Look, we're just a crew full of sellouts, all right? You sold out for Dogfish, and I'm out here selling out to Splenda and their fake ass sugar.
Yeah, there you go. But no, my mom and dad, I mean, they haven't been married for 30 years and they're both Keys frequenters and do not like Dogfish.
All right.
This
Did,
unites us both.
do you hear there's a Belgian brewery where the priests are brewing beer again after a 200-year hiatus?
Oh,
What?
cool.
We're coming out of retirement and brewing Jesus' blood.
Well, then that would be like wine. That wouldn't be beer.
Yeah, well,
a
maybe
good
it's
point.
a barrel aged.
So what brewery is this, Hoppy? I want to try it.
It's Priests of Belgium's Grimbergen Abbey. It's a microbrewery, so you might have to go to Belgium.
To say.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
post the link, but they're focusing on older styles. So you're gonna get some like smoky malts, because that's how they used to dry the malts back then, was to like smoke them.
This recipe
And
is
do
from
it.
200 years ago.
Some of those are pretty cool. Like Castle Church Brewing in our area has a Martin Luther recipe.
Oh,
That's
I've
cool.
seen that one. I've never tried it though.
Martin Luther?
No, the like Church Street. Is it Church Street Brewing, right?
Castle? No, it's Castle Church.
Oh, sorry, I misread that. Go
Okay,
on.
I was gonna say really, because they're a very
Never
small
mind.
brewery.
I'm
I was
just
like,
wrong.
that's really cool.
I'm
I
just
can
super
send you some
wrong.
beer at some point.
They do brew
So
good
yeah, I
beer.
posted the link in there. Yeah, but they brew like classic German kind of styles. Like even their hazy IPA was like a German hazy IPA, so it wasn't very hazy.
You know, I want to know what was in this beer because I feel like I'm kind of like, I'm like on waves, man.
Did you finish it?
Do you want a
Uh,
second wife now?
No, God, no, I can't even handle the first. I'm surprised my first wife's even still with me. Like, I swear to God, I piss her off more than anything else in this world.
Dumb shit. I don't know.
I can't help it. Like, literally, I try so hard just not to be dumb, but then I just do some dumb shit. Like, hey, can I go to a Packers game on our daughter's oh, it's our daughter's birthday? Or, you know what? She had just got done giving birth to our daughter, and I was like, man, I'm so tired right now. And
Oh
she's
my
like, "Are you
God.
fucking
God, you
kidding?"
suck. My
I was like,
God.
"Oh my God!" I tell you what, man. She puts up with me, and I appreciate it because I say I don't think before I speak. So,
No
like,
filter.
God bless her. If God exists, like, she's a saint. She's a saint. I got nothing else. Like, she just customized me new basketball shoes even today and ordered them. So
Ooh.
she's a saint.
Josh has never done that for me. He's never customized my basketball.
I try my best, and sometimes, I don't know. I'm just a man, I guess. I don't know what to tell
Well,
you.
that's why we say in our house, you're not the best, but you're not the worst.
I'm just not bringing my A game sometimes. Like,
But
after
who is really?
that's true.
Speaking of the like lawsuit they sent, did you guys hear about the Hugo Boss story a few years ago?
No.
Okay, there's a show called Joe Lycett has got your back or something like that. He's a comedian, and he looks into all these weird like personal issues people have, and he'll try and solve it. And there's some brewery in the UK that was called like Boss Brewing or something, and apparently Hugo Boss sent them a cease and desist because they said that they like trademarked the name Boss. So this brewery couldn't have the name Boss Brewing, and I think they had to like legally change it and everything, but I'm not entirely sure.
So they sue the movie Boss Baby too? That's ridiculous.
I think, from what I understand, Hugo Boss has done this with a load of companies, like loads of small crowds that have the name Boss in their name, or maybe it's like a product.
So
I
he
don't
did
know.
what like Stone did with
I was just
Stone
gonna
in the
say,
name.
Yeah,
what
like
a
they just kind of like
douche.
corner you, and they're like, "We got the money, so like back down."
Ugh.
Like,
Down.
yeah, like this was like just a mind blowing one for me because like there's no way that a consumer will sit there and be like confused about this brewery and then Hugo Boss, the
Right.
designer.
What do
Like,
you
there's
mean
just-
I'm here and I can't get baggy jeans? What the
yeah.
hell?
Wow, I
that's the
came
thing,
here
it's
for
just
Jinkos, and all you got is Amber Ales.
Jenko's. Very different than Hugo Boss. Very different.
It's just like, who's confusing this? What person was sitting there and being like, I'm mad. This is different than I thought.
Right.
Like,
Craft beer, baggy pants.
Totally not what I expected. Why are there silos?
I don't think I've
I'll
ever
just-
seen anyone in a brewery wearing Hugo Boss.
That is the main point. Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
try to find this article. I'll send it to you guys later because it was just
What is going on?
so dumb. It's just so
You would
stupid.
think that once you become certain, like you reach a certain point in life, you just wouldn't be petty because all of this is so meaningless anyways, that why would I waste my time being so petty? But like, God bless it, people are stupid.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, seriously? And like, so this comedian who has a show, he decided that he was going to be also super petty, and he legally changed his name to Hugo Boss. And
Good.
then, yeah, there was actually, I actually thought it was really brilliant because it was just so dumb. He like
I love
legally
being
changed his
petty.
Meta
name,
world peace.
I
and then
love being petty, so I
it
love
was
good petty stories.
great. And then he staged a fashion show outside of their like London shop front or something, and had to, I think he might have gotten escorted away from the police. I don't know, but he just went for it, and I really love it. He's just this like very normal comedian, and he
I
has just a
appreciate
show
that.
that just focuses on weird, like, I guess, small time cases, not legal, but just like, do you have an issue? I'll see what I can do.
See,
And this was one of the ones.
I just love when being petty is warranted in situations like this. Like I'm
Yeah,
against
definitely.
pettiness, but when it's something like this, I will be petty till the day that I die just to prove a point that you're being an
Yeah.
asshole for no reason. Like there's no need.
I think he
Also-
changed his name for like a year or something ridiculous, which I really appreciate. I just love it.
Also, Micah, I didn't wear Hugo Boss, but I wore, pants that I had shorts underneath as well to sag because that was just the style back then.
I don't know. Josh wore Carl Kanai's.
I don't know what any of this means.
They were baggy. But they weren't. He didn't wear Jankos. Because Jankos are more like the skater kids.
Jinkos are like if you're going to a Slipknot concert, okay? So put some fucking respect on it.
Yeah, I don't think Josh went to any of those. I knew the guy that wore Jankos.
He wasn't hanging out with the ICP crowd. He wasn't a juggalo.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Let's go check in with Hoppy. Parting shots, Hoppy. What do we have to look forward to from the Geeks crew?
Geeks, we just dropped our Loki episode, so if you want to get ready for the Disney Plus show, we got some Norse mythology in there, and we got some comic book origin in there. My friend Tim joined us. He was on a wrestling episode too, so we had a great time talking about that. And then last night we recorded our episode for next week, which is going to be about Jurassic Park because it is turning 28 years old, which seems a little crazy since I remember seeing it in the theater. And after this, actually, we're doing we're meeting with Frank Martin again to discuss a new comic book he is releasing. So that'll be coming out in 2 weeks. So we got a lot going on with Geeks. Matt's keeping us busy. It's been fun.
Awesome.
Busy for my own good.
Too busy for your own good. Always good content from Feeling Lucky crew. Brewitch, what do we have to look forward to in parting shots?
Well, I recently discovered that article I wrote like a year ago. So you have an article to look forward to about a Groot beer that's in the west of Ireland and focuses on, it has to do with the largest matchmaking festival in Europe.
Nice.
So a lot of important journalism coming out of me right now. Otherwise, I'm not up to too much. I'll probably be going to more breweries in the next week, so stay tuned. And I was happy I was able to join for like the 4th week in a row or whatever it is. This is a record for me, so I'm glad
You're
I was
not
here.
just joining us. You're one of us. So stop.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. This is fun.
Wait until we put out the new logo and the banners. We'll have...
I still can't believe you let me join the banner and like the logo and everything because like you guys have been doing like a year and a half or something of work and I just kind of appear when I can and it's not that much. So I'm honored you're letting me join.
No, you bring so much exciting and great joy to this podcast, if we want to call it a podcast, whatever we're doing here. You're just amazing. So I'm glad you're joining us.
Thank you, Mash. That was very nice.
Yeah. Good to have you on, Brewitch. Hope you're on next week. Mash, parting shots. What do we have to look forward to from your side of the Geeks?
Well, let's just say that no, I might make a Salt Lake City video, maybe if I have enough contact. God damn, my kids are back yelling again. You think you get a free minute. Who knows? No, we got a lot of good things. So a lot of good collaborations. I'm hopping on some sports podcasts here soon to talk about some sports and stuff. The Bruins are on tomorrow night. My wife's probably going to kill me because I don't know when I'm going to have the time to like I between basketball and like podcasting, holy shit, she's gonna beat me one day to be like, "What are you doing, dude? I never see you." So if I go missing, be on the lookout for me. And yeah, we have Jurassic Park coming out next week. We got Frank Martin coming on tonight. We got Thunder. I can't remember his last name, but the writer of Sharknado in a couple weeks.
Levin?
It's gonna
Levine?
Thunder
Cool.
Levin. He's gonna be coming on. We're recording in June, but that's gonna come out Shark Week. And I believe Micah is going to be joining us again soon for Black Widow. And man, we're steamrolling, you know, every day is the best day ever. And go make sure you follow Bottle Share. So that way I have a fallback plan when I get kicked out of the military eventually.
Awesome. Yeah, that'll happen one day. That's everybody's career progression in the military. It's like, I'm going to go as far as I can until I get booted and have a fallback plan. Let's try something here. Let's give Lucky a call.
Oh yeah.
Let's give Lucky a call and see if we can get his parting shots.
We're gonna hear his voicemail.
Jason, I can come to the phone if you leave a message.
Sounds
Save
like
the
such a little
voicemail.
baby.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Lucky, this is the crew. Are you out collecting debts or repossessing property, or what the hell's going on tonight? Hey, man, just want to give you a chance to give everybody a shout out at what was coming up with the Feelin' Lucky crew and what you guys are doing up there in MKE. I just seen your text said you're at a birthday party, so hope you're enjoying it. I'm sure it's going to be a blackout episode if it took all of the crew's time away from
Birthday party on a
Lucky.
Wednesday.
Good
Somebody who has a
question.
birthday on a Wednesday.
No
Well-
way. You have that shit on a
25.
weekend.
We just
Well,
had a long weekend.
25. Don't you
You just had
kids
a birthday.
It was
work?
a 3-day weekend.
Well, this is
Not
coming
like I
from the.
don't have kids.
I mean, this is coming from the crew that really doesn't need an excuse just to get sloppy drunk on any day of the week.
Not on a what? Okay.
Are we still on his voicemail? Are we still leaving a message?
Yeah, we are. We'll keep him on the rest of the episode just in case he decides to answer us. But definitely missed out on you, Lucky. Good stuff coming out of Feelin' Lucky's crew. If you haven't listened to those guys, go listen to a couple episodes. That Big Daddy guy that they have on there is a hoot if you guys haven't listened to him. So good stuff all around. Thank you for tuning in. As always, you can follow Hops News on any of the socials at Hops News. We really, really hope. I will tell you, we should have had a new website by now. Our badass developer had a bit of some personal issues that I'm just thankful to get a reply from a message from him, because it was not a good situation he was in. So I'm just thankful that he's okay. Things are on the mends for him, so I would expect hopefully in the near future you'll start to hear see some changes on the Hops News website, and for us to really turn that into what I know it can be for us. We also have some new logos coming out, so check out our social medias very soon. Some good stuff there as well. So appreciate you tuning in. I'm all out of the beer, been all out of the beer, but I've got a little bit of the Hibiki left. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay safe and enjoy some good beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Brothers.
brother. I really thought it was a brother when you were saying it like that. Because I kept talking to the kids earlier
Hey.
about Munsters, and I'm like, that guy ruined me for the rest of my life whenever I say Munsters.
It's true.
Munsters?
I got called out on a podcast. We guest on a podcast, on somebody else's podcast, and we talked about Godzilla, King of the Munsters, and apparently I say Munsters,
And
like
brother.
the Munsters,
Like she's
rather
on a
than
rudder.
monsters.
Ah.
And I can't stop.
Oh,
So now
yeah.
every time, I don't know why I was saying Munsters earlier, but I kept
I don't know.
saying it for some reason, and I was driving myself nuts.
Well,
Are you guys recording tonight?
we're recording right
Yep.
now.
Nice.
Yo, you want to get some news in before Frank joins us, so that way I'm not on forever and get yelled at?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I have stuff
Cool.
ready to
Let me
go.
go to the bathroom and grab a beer, and I'll see you in a moment.
All right, guys.
And peace.
Good chatting with you.
love.
Good sharing a beer. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Oh, wrong. What did I just X out?